Hi, my dear civil engineering student children, Royal Civils. I welcome you to the awareness session on IES for the revised scheme announced recently by UPSC for 2017. You know, the pattern has changed. So it has a three-stage or three-tier system. The stage 1 is preliminary. This preliminary exam, stage 1, is likely to be conducted in the month of February 2017. So this preliminary part, stage 1, will have two papers. Paper 1, common for all branches, civil, mechanical, electrical and electronics and communication. And it is general studies and engineering aptitude. So this particular paper has 2 hours duration and 200 marks, a very deciding one. The second paper is engineering discipline. For you, it is civil engineering, entire syllabus of civil engineering. Again, it is of 3 hours duration and 300 marks. So the subtotal of the stage 1, now it is 500 marks. So if you clear this stage 1 with the maximum possible score, then only you can enter the stage 2. UPSC may decide the number of candidates to be selected for mains as in the ratio of 1:10 or 1:12 or at their discretion. Now let us see the stage 2. So stage 2 is respect to engineering. We are civil engineers. So there are 2 papers. The entire civil engineering syllabus, which is in prelim, is now divided into 2 papers. Paper 1, 3 hours duration, 300 marks. Paper 2, duration 3 hours and 300 marks. So the subtotal for stage 2 is 600 marks. Now, as you know, the final written marks, not only of stage 2, even stage 1 also will be included. So the total of stage 1 and stage 2 will be 1100 marks. Now based on your score of stage 1 and stage 2 together, then the students will be called for final stage, that is personal interview, generally in the ratio of 1:2. So for the stage 3, personality test as usual, maximum marks are 200. Now total of stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3 is 1300 marks. Of these 1300 marks, whoever score the highest, they will be the rankers or they will get the jobs. Now let us see what is the importance of stage 1. Is almost, I can say that, a new syllabi. Compared to previous syllabus, I say that 80% is minimum in new change. As you know, the general English is almost kept aside for the benefit of maybe rural area students, or engineering education is in English medium by thinking that it might have been kept aside. The traditional general studies subjects like history, geography, polity, etc., biological sciences, etc., are also a little bit kept aside. So anyway, nothing to worry. So as I said, this is not only a screening test for stage 2, but the marks of stage 1 will be included in the final selection. So it is not only screening, but also it is going to be a deciding factor for your final selection. So it is also useful for public service commissions and PSUs. I am watching the syllabus of various state service commissions in India for the last few years. The syllabus of various state service commissions, generation corporations has changed a lot. Now the new syllabus of particularly civil engineering is almost matching with the syllabus of various state service commissions. So if you prepare for stage 1 of civil engineering seriously, sincerely not only IES prelims, but also you can crack the State Service Commission Group 1 positions. Yes, not only State Service Commissions, it is also useful for PSUs, public sector undertakings. See, in the stage 1 engineering aptitude, certain topics like basic engineering, basic project management, environmental issues, they are included. You know, there are certain public sector undertakings conducting their own exams like SAIL, CSIR, etc. and so many. So in all these company papers, if you really examine, which are available in the websites, the basic engineering questions are appearing. It means if you prepare seriously for this stage 1 or prelims of IES, you can easily crack some of the public sector undertakings. So be focused on the prelims. It is also useful for GATE. Yes, the stage 1 is basically objective. Engineering services objective questions will be mostly analytical, theoretical, conceptual. There will be some numerical questions also, but where much use of calculator is not required. But in case of GATE exam, there will be main focus on numerical questions. So what shall we do? So along with the stage 1 preparation for engineering services, you solve little bit the questions, numerical questions, which may take 2-3 minutes. So with this type of preparation, IES prelims will be useful even to crack GATE exam, which is not only for doing higher education in premier institutes like IITs and NITs, but also to secure jobs in various Maharatnas and Navaratna companies. Right. It covers theoretical conventional questions of stage 2. See, I have an experience of 20 years of teaching for engineering service students. See, the questions, objective questions of IES, if you simply mug up some of the statements, you can't answer. If you want to understand a particular objective, I have seen, suppose a question is based on hydraulic, some objective questions I can create. If you can understand the derivations related to hydraulic, then only you can answer those objective questions. Therefore, what I say, though it is objective paper, to understand certain statements related questions, assertion reasoning questions, I advise you to go through standard important derivations also. Don't neglect them. And it is a good foundation for stage 2. Now you see, what is this stage 1 again? I want to see again. See, there are two types of students. One type is just to BTech passed out. They are not repeaters. They may complete their BTech in the month of May or June. For them, how much time is available? 7 to 8 months for prelims. Is it sufficient? 100% sufficient. But for these 6 to 7 months, they should have a very focused study. They should not read each and everything. They should have the revised scheme in their mind. They should prepare their strategy in their reading room. They should focus on the revised pattern. Daily you have to spend some time on reading some leading newspaper for current national and international issues. So daily you have to spend some time on this general studies and engineering aptitude. Then technical also, daily something. So within the 6 months, I advise for a fresher, first attempt persons, first attempt children, to focus more on objective only. Don't waste your valuable time. Don't dilute your efforts by going through very lengthy numerical questions which may take 20 minutes or half an hour. It becomes waste because you are attempting for the first time. Suppose in the case of a repeater who has already attempted IES once or twice, he may go through simultaneously the conventional questions. But I don't advise for a fresher in their first attempt to see both objective and a lengthy conventional questions simultaneously. You can solve. I advise you to solve some small numerical questions which take 3, 4, 5 minutes and theoretical derivations, but don't compromise on them because you are simultaneously preparing for GATE exam also. Then, as I already mentioned, how to prepare for general studies and engineering aptitude. Daily, half an hour, 1 hour you spend, because in the stage 1, out of 500 marks, 200 marks beta aptitude, this general aptitude. If you don't clear stage 1, you may be very strong in the theoretical subject, technical subjects, but of no use. So don't compromise on this engineering aptitude and general studies. Daily you have to spend some time, right? Focus on technical subjects as I mentioned with respect to objective pattern, theoretical synopsis, fundamental concepts, formulae. Don't simply mug up formulae. The derivations behind them, if possible, simple derivations, not very lengthy derivations. You better understand the derivation and mug up the formulae, because finally again you have to crack the main exam. Then small numerical questions already I mentioned. Right. Coming to stage 2. From my experience of guiding the civil services students, see, there will be a minimum time span of 4 to 5 months between prelims and mains, because of so many operations involved between prelims and mains. I expect UPSC will give definitely a span of 4 to 5 months for engineering services also. Whether this is sufficient? Perfectly sufficient. Extremely more time I say. So with these 4 to 5 months, what you have to do? See, the foundation is already over. You have studied the theoretical part from nook and corner. You don't compromise anything as far as theoretical part is concerned in the stage 1. You have a very solid foundation. You have built up a solid foundation. So with that foundation, preparation for stage 2 is a cakewalk, dead easy. It is solving nothing but lengthy numerical questions. Of course, according to my expectations, these questions of mains may be to some extent in the pattern of civil services, where theoretical questions, conventional derivations, apart from that, questions related to design aspects of civil engineering. It may be RCC design, it may be steel design, it may be design combining structural analysis with RCC. A continuous beam will be given. You have to design an RCC beam. So there may be a focus, because when we used to write IES exam long ago, in those days little bit lengthy questions were mixing of 2 different subjects used to be there. So I am expecting that type of intermixing. Fine. The conventional question, as I said, may be both the theoretical and design aspects. So my dear student children, be focused. If you are a fresher, be strategic, and you have a right plan. With the right plan, there is no doubt that you can clear prelims. It's not only a question of clearing, but you should secure at least 400 marks out of 500 in the prelim exam. Now, I invite our subject experts, team of civil engineering, to explain what are the basic changes in civil engineering subjects and how to prepare them.
Hi dear ESE aspirants, I am Keshav Reddy. I will discuss paper 1 of ESE new pattern. As usual, there are 6 parts. The part 1, building materials. Most of the building materials are as it is kept in the new syllabus, but a lot of new things are added, lot of conventional things are added. The new thing is, the advanced thing is FRP, fiber reinforced plastics. All others, the conventional old methodologies. they have given emphasis to introduce all the sorts of building materials into the new syllabus. A little burden to the preparation, but however, theoretical aspects with a little conceptual and specificational memorization, one can become powerful in this area. Points to remember: stones added, lime added, glass, plastics. Nowadays plastics are playing very important role. Along with plastics, FRP, fiber reinforced plastics added. Coming to the second subject, solid mechanics, old and new as it is. The new seems to be slightly concised, but actually speaking, most of the things are in short mentioned. Is nothing but a bit elaborated compared to the old. Old is to the point, now it is a bit elaborated. Points to remember: no changes broadly. Coming to the third part, structural analysis. In the old syllabus, plastic analysis and shape factors were there, but in the new syllabus they are not mentioned. But however, without this topic, structural design by limit state is not possible. So it is nothing but hidden. And in the new syllabus, almost structural dynamics is added, free and forced vibrations are also added, with multi-degree freedom also mentioned. So it a bit elaborated in the structural dynamics aspect of syllabus is concerned. Computer aided design concepts are added. It gives a sort of fundamental concepts behind the computer aided design. Things like finite element analysis, matrix approaches, and other relevant matrix correlations will be added into the syllabus. Points to remember: plastic design hidden and structural dynamics added. Coming to the fourth, design of steel structures as it is, no changes at all. And in the design of steel structures, we require the plastic analysis, shape factors, all the other things. Points to remember: almost no changes. Coming to the design of concrete and masonry structures, working stress method concepts are hidden in the old syllabus. Without working stress concepts, the newly added water tanks are not possible to design. But however, in the new syllabus, lot of things introduced: lintels, retaining walls, water tanks, staircases. This is extra burden to the people who are preparing. Actually speaking, all these fundamental things require lot of attention, lot of codal specifications, and lot of emphasis on the use of codes, especially water tanks, staircases. And moreover, earthquake resistant design is added. Actually, almost all the structures nowadays given emphasis to design based on the earthquake. In that aspect, the new things, earthquake design, is added in the present syllabus. It is a new render from the old syllabus. Points to remember: the new things added, almost 10% of extra burden. Coming to the construction practices, planning and management, old syllabus lengthy, but each and every small topics are explained there. In the new syllabus, most of the practical relevant things are added, especially starting from the land acquisition to labor safety, welfare, rate analysis, tendering, contracts. Most of the practical relevant things are added. It seems they are expecting the people with the practical knowledge to come into the services. And the points to remember: these are the things added: management is also included. For good UPSC engineer, management, all other practical relevancy is required apart from safety and welfare. These things are also added. Mostly these things are theoretical concepts, but however, there may be chance of theoretical conventional on this area. People with good explaining capacities, IQ levels can do well in this area. So overall, there is around 10 to 15% of extra syllabus in the paper 1, and most of the things are theoretical except in RCC and structural dynamics and all. Except that, most of the things are not having that much of preparation, but however, people with keen interest, keen aspiration can definitely prosper well in this area. It is better for the people who are going to join in engineering services with upgraded knowledge. Definitely, this added syllabus will contribute to the growth of nation directly or indirectly. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
Hi, this is Ayub Khan. I will talk about the paper 2 of the technical subjects of Engineering Series Examination 2017 new pattern. So as you all know, this paper 2 has totally 6 number of subjects. In the new pattern of the syllabus, all the 6 subjects have been retained. In addition, few topics were added in a couple of subjects. Now I would like to take in detail discussion subject wise. To begin with, let us take this fluid mechanics subject. As you all know, in paper 2, this particular subject carries a line share of weightage. Here if you see that old syllabus, new syllabus, don't bother to read the entire details here, not necessary. I will give another slide where I have that summary of this entire subject, what the change. You can see this old syllabus looks very brief, the new syllabus looks elaborately, but the content is same. That is what this fluid mechanics open channel flow, pipe flow. Then if you see other part of the same subject, that is the hydraulic machines and hydropower, the old syllabus looks very brief, the new syllabus looks elaborately, but finally the content is same. Now I would like to make a summary of this entire subject by this next slide. So upon comparison of the old and new syllabus, finally what you can conclude is there is no change at all. There are no changes at all. But the topic buoyancy is specifically mentioned in the fluid mechanics area, as well as the hydraulic ram topic also specially mentioned in the hydraulic machines, except that there are no changes at all. Now we will move to the next subject, that is hydrology and water resource engineering. You can see this hydrology as well as the water syllabus, old as well as the new syllabus. Absolutely both topics are same. But however, you can notice one thing. In the case of a old syllabus, the unit header of synthetic unit header of these topics were not specifically mentioned in the new syllabus, but here in this old syllabus it is explicitly mentioned, whereas in the new syllabus that is implicitly understood. Why? Because the hydrological cycle means it is inclusive of the hydrographs as well. So the old syllabus, new syllabus absolutely one the same. So I would like to make a formal summary of again this hydrology and water resource engineering. There are no changes at all as far as this subject is concerned. Now we will move to the another subject, that is environmental engineering. It is given in 3 parts. The part A consists of water supply engineering, the old and new syllabus absolutely same, as well as this part B wastewater engineering, the old and new syllabus. We have a small change, that's it. In the case of the old syllabus, the rural and semi-urban sanitation is not specifically mentioned in this new syllabus pattern. Now I have this third one, air pollution, noise pollution, as well as the ecology. Here if you finally compare, we have a small topic additionally added in this new syllabus. Anyway, I would like to summarize the entire environmental engineering subject in this new slide. See that. So upon comparison of the old and new syllabus in the environmental engineering, finally what you find is a small topic, that is rural and semi-urban sanitation, is not specifically mentioned in the new syllabus. And in the new syllabus, a small topic is added further. that is nothing but beneficial aspects of the waste and utilization by the civil engineers. This comes in the side waste management. Except this small addition, absolutely there is no change at all as far as the subject is concerned. Now we'll move to the another subject. This is geotechnical engineering and foundation engineering. This is another important subject in the paper 2 of engineering services examination. Here again you can see the old and new syllabus, and here you can see is new topic added in this new syllabus, that is nothing but properties and uses of geosynthetics. I will talk about this afterwards. Now you can see the foundation engineering comparison. In the new syllabus, 2-3 topics were additionally included. That includes the ground modification and then this earth retaining structures types and analysis. Now finally if you compare soil mechanics and foundation engineering subject with respect to old and new syllabus, finally we have this summary. That is, in the new syllabus, properties and uses of geosynthetics is added. You know, this geosynthetics topic, it is the latest development in the civil engineering in general and soil mechanics in particular. Here you will have to study about the various types of these geosynthetic materials, their properties, their functions, their other applications. And another one is earthen dams topic is also in the new syllabus included specifically. Of course, in the old syllabus there was a topic what you call slope stability analysis, but in the new syllabus this earthen dams topic is specifically added. So in my view, in this topic you will have to study additionally the different types of earthen dams, how we provide the filter arrangement, the drainage arrangements, their methods of construction. So that is to be studied further. And other thing is earth retaining structures and types analysis design. In the old syllabus also there was a retaining walls topic, but in this new syllabus it was given specifically earth retaining structures. So this includes the conventional retaining walls of RCC masonry type, and you know, in the recent developments there is one RE wall, what you call reinforced earth wall. So you might have seen most of these cities before this flyovers approaches, for want of space, nowadays we go in favor of RE wall, that occupies less space. So in this earth retaining structures you have to study additionally the RE walls analysis and designs. That is one extra topic that you have to specifically focus. Of course, we have this other topic what you call ground modification. It's nothing but ground improvement techniques. In some of the universities, students study in the 3rd year or 4th year, this is one of the elective subject. Of course, you don't have to go into the details of these ground improvement methods. You have to concentrate peripherally on the different methods of ground improvements, the relative merits and demerits and their suitability. So overall, if you compare, in my view, as far as the subject is concerned, there is around 5 to 10% of additional topics added there. Now, we move to the next subject, that is surveying and geology. The old syllabus and new syllabus, please you don't have to read, finally I have a summary of this, another slide. So if you compare old and new syllabus, you can see in the new syllabus 1 or 2 topics, theory topics were additionally specified. And apart from that, one notable observation that you have to make is, in this category, a new subject what you call geology is included. So let me summarize by the next slide. As far as the subject is concerned, surveying and geology, you can see that in the survey subject, a small topic what you call survey layout for culverts, canals, bridges, roads, railway alignment and buildings. This is what a newly added topic. And also setting out of curves. In the old syllabus there was some fundamentals of curves regarding especially the terminology, etc. Now in this new syllabus you have to study, in addition to old one, a additional topic what you call setting out of curves, and this subject what you call geology. Of course, you don't have to study the entire geology subject as a whole in this new syllabus. You have to focus only on the basic knowledge of engineering geology as well as its application in some of the civil engineering projects. That's what sufficient as far as this new syllabus is concerned with respect to this particular subject. Now we'll go to the last one, that is transportation engineering as well as the highways. So this includes a very broad syllabus of transportation engineering, railways, airports, harbors, all this. Here we have the students a small encouraging point. So some of the topics which I have underlined here, they are not specifically mentioned as far as this new syllabus is concerned. So let me summarize in a formal way like this. So as far as this subject is concerned, you can see in the case of harbors, this type of terminology is not specified in the new syllabus. So hopefully you can avoid this concentration on these particular topics. Similarly, you can see in the case of airports also, these topics were not specifically mentioned. So you can avoid these topics. So except that there is no change at all as far as the subject is concerned. So this is the only subject where you can see deletion of a few topics only, but the entire subject is there, harbors is there, airports also there. A few topics were deleted. They are basically some theory oriented topics. So that's what about these 6 subjects. So as a whole you can see that as far as paper 2 is concerned, in my view, there is only around 10% extra syllabus in geotech engineering, one subject, and in the case of survey and geology, that geology subject is newly added. Of course, in the case of survey also, 1 or 2 theory oriented topics were additionally included. So I think overall the paper 2 remained with a small addition of around 5 to 10% extra syllabus in a couple of subjects, except there is no much change at all. Anyway, nothing to worry about as far as the subjects are concerned in paper 2. Here in the ESE Academy, we are all well versed to cover this additional syllabus comfortably. Have a faith, join ESE Academy. Wish you good luck. Thank you.
Dear students, I hope you are enlightened with Professor Keshav Reddy and Professor Ayub Khan. If you still need any clarifications, feel free to mail us. If you need the classroom coaching or postal coaching, offline or online test series, better than the best, choose ACE. To win the race, join ACE.